All right, so we have all the new weapons out today. The new weapons look pretty sick, and we have the 2 new free-to-play weapons coming out. Of course, one of them is the most coveted weapons of all time, and we're going to be talking about those weapons. And it's a new free weapon that's going to be coming out very soon, so I'm very excited to talk about it. And we're going to be talking about a new engulfing lightning and what characters that are going to be good on. Let's jump into it. Okay. All right, so we finally got information regarding the new weapons. The first on the list is going to be Ball's new weapon. It is called the Engulfing Lightning. The joke on my stream, as well as many other platforms and everything else, is this weapon used to be called the Grass Cutter, so we called it the Lawnmower for a long time. So it's a very fun weapon. This weapon is a 608 base attack weapon and has a 55% energy recharge weapon. Now, the rumor mill around this weapon is that Ball is going to have some kind of scaling regarding energy recharge, and as you can see with her weapon here, that kind of falls in line with the rumors that have been floating around. So of course, with an energy recharge weapon, which is a very rare type of weapon to go for a 5-star weapon, this weapon may be extremely powerful on Ball and other characters. So we'll be going over this weapon first. First off, it is going to increase attack by 28% of energy recharge over the base of 100%. So for example, if you got your Ball to say 300% energy recharge, that would add in Refine 1 give you an extra 56% attack on your Ball, and that's a very large amount of attack, and you can get a maximum of 80% on this total bonus. Now, I don't think anybody in their right mind is going to be shooting for like 400% energy recharge, but I think the 80% cap is just there so you don't like go all the way into like 400%. Which would not be beneficial anyways. You can gain 30% energy recharge for 12 seconds after using an elemental burst. So you can actually, like if you go to say 330%, then you get a little bit more. So like every 30%, you're basically getting just a minor amount more, not like leaps and bounds. I think it's like an extra like 9% or so, or 8.5% or something like that for every 30%. So then you shoot up from 56% all the way up to 62% after you pop the ulti, if it stacks on with it. And I'm not sure if Ball's ultimate is going to snapshot. As we saw the other night, it's going to have this weapon. It's going to be very, very cool for like infusing for Electro. So this looks very interesting. Next up, we have the luxurious Sealord. This weapon. Oh yeah, wait, actually, rewind that. Before we get to the next weapon, I think this weapon will be an exceptionally good weapon on Zhang Ling as well if you're using the new Emblem of the Severed Fate set. And as far as Zhang Li goes, I'm not quite sure. Probably not the best overall for him. Zhao, again, not the best weapon for him. You could use it on Zhang Li for the Emblem set, but there's better sets, of course, that are built out for Zhang Li and better sets for Zhao. So I'm not really feeling like this weapon will be ideal on either of those characters. Kind of similarly how the way the Skyward Spine works on those characters as well. Is there anybody else who uses this? Is there any Polearm moves? Oh, Rosaria. And as regarding Rosaria, I was asked this earlier on stream if the Engulfing Lightning Polearm will be good on Rosaria, and my thought was, yeah, this actually might be okay on her if you're using an Emblem of the Severed Fate set for just an ulti build. Your elemental skill doesn't do a ton of damage, but your ultimate does a large amount of damage, so I definitely can see this some potential on Rosaria, but I would say much better on, of course, Zhang Ling and, of course, Ball. Next up, the luxurious Sealord, literally the best wench weapon in Genshin Impact, the best aesthetic with the fucking trash base attack. I don't know why they give it 454 with 55% attack. All right, so this weapon is going to be an elemental burst damage weapon, really similar to the way that the prototype Archaic works, and really similar to the way the Festering Desire works. So it's going to boost elemental burst damage by 12%. At max refine, that's 24%. And when elemental burst its opponents, is a 100% chance of dealing 100% attack damage as AoE, which will probably be 200% at refine 5. So this weapon looks like it's a really cool mix max between like a Snow Tomb Star Sealord, but at elemental burst damage. So this weapon seems really good for Beidou, potentially really good for Changyang. What's another character that's going to be sub DPS that would work on a Claymore? That's about it, right? Oh yeah, Sayu can use the fish too. Sorry. Chat was mad at me. And you could also say this would be good for Jin Yang as well. I just thought, yeah. And because of the proc on this weapon's probably going to be physical as well, this weapon could also be good on Jin Yang. I'm not sure why you would use it on her because Jin Yang's kind of but yeah, I could see this weapon working on Jin Yang. I didn't see no problem with that. All right, next up, the biggest weapon in the patch, the Catch. It is Festering Desire, the Polearm on Elemental Burst. This weapon is the most looked forward to weapon in Genshin Impact since the game came out in from 1.2 when the Festering Desire came out. It is such a powerful weapon. It is going to be an energy recharge based weapon that is going to boost your elemental burst damage by 32% at max refine and elemental burst crit rate by 12%. This is going to be a phenomenal weapon for anybody who's using, of course, an Emblem of Their Fate set, because it, of course, is an energy recharge based weapon. And I am so happy to try this on Rosaria, Zhangling, and of course Ball when the characters do release, and of course the weapon does release, and we're gonna try to get it like on day 1 or 2 if I can, because this weapon, it looks awesome. I'm very excited to do this with this weapon. It's really good for free to play, pay to play, and whatever it may be. It's probably gonna rival some other weapons. It may even rival a 5-star weapon at Refine 1. So I'm really excited to try this weapon out in general because it looks awesome, and the Catch joke can finally end. And the last thing, of course, is the Predator Bow. This weapon is for PS4 users only. I'm assuming we get this weapon at Refine 1. I'm not sure how do we get this at Refine 5, but essentially you can only get this if you have it on PlayStation. So if you figured out how to link your PlayStation account with your Google Play account, then that would be a good weapon. This weapon is an attack percentage-based weapon that is going to boost... Can I even zoom in on this? I guess if I open a new tab, right? This weapon is effective for PlayStation Network only, and dealing cryo damage to opponents increases the character's normal charge damage. They literally made it so that dealing cryo damage increases normal charge attack. So this is actually a very interesting weapon for a character like Ganyu, because this will actually increase Ganyu's charge attack damage by 20% at Refine 5, which seems okay. But definitely not as good as a Hamayumi Bow. But it gets it a total of 2 stacks. So it's a 40% charge attack bonus if it got max refines, and we get max refines weapon. And this effect, additionally, when Aloy equips a Predator Bow, you get 66 attacks. So obviously, not the best bow in the world for Ganyu, but it could work, right? It's copium. But it's basically made for Aloy and only Aloy. So hopefully we get to use this Predator Bow and Aloy. It's definitely directly from the game. And I checked, we did not get any information on Sarah tonight, so unfortunately, everybody and their grandma is gonna have to wait another day or 2 till we get full release information on Sarah. But new weapons look really cool. I'm gonna be going over the Should You Pull video probably in like a day or 2 regarding the Engulfing Lightning weapon, and I will be going over this in general. I think this is a great weapon in general for just having, but the Catch is more than good enough, and it's a free-to-play option. You don't really need to summon for a weapon this patch, because if you're gonna be using this weapon on Zhangling, and you're good to go. But if you need a weapon for both Ball and Zhangling, and you want to use them on 2 separate teams for Spiral Abyss, I can definitely see kind of wanting this weapon. But of course, there is the Favonius Lance, there's the Death Match, there's the Black Cliff. There's tons of spears out there, and the Dragon's Bane. So my opinion is that this weapon, if you're free to play your budget, may not be the weapon that you actually need to summon for Ball, because the Catch seems like it's gonna be a great option overall, and you may not need to go all in for Ball. But we'll have to see some more testing on day 1, and I'll do, of course, some more analysis when we can actually give you the full banner details, which I have no idea about. But that's gonna do it for this video. My name's Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, of course, like, subscribe, all the fun stuff, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.